That is my kind of comedy once I get it.
Not in Australia? Desperate to catch up on the newest episodes of Have You Been Paying Attention? We're releasing brand new episodes for our overseas friends of the show.
So you guys are a couple, is that what it is?
On the official Have You Been Paying Attention YouTube channel. Subscribe today.
Tonight, join Urzila Carlson, Guy Montgomery, Kitty Flanagan, Kavalee and Sam Pang as we look back on the week and ask, have you been paying attention? And now, the man with the cards, Tom Gleisner.
Good evening, great to have your company as we look back on another busy week of breaking news. It's been a crazy 7 days, but we've got 5 people in with us tonight to help sort through all that's been making headlines. For the first time this year, fresh from a sellout tour of the United States, welcome back the wonderful Urzila Carlson. Nominated for a Logie in the most popular new talent category, we've been aware of his talent for years, Guy Montgomery. Someone who's no stranger to the Logie stage, also up for 2 awards, the fabulous Kitty Flanagan. Last week he shared what he knows about women. Let's see what he knows about this week's news, Kavalee. And finally, on last week's show, he managed to correctly answer 3 questions. One of which was, how are you? Let's hope it gets better tonight for Sam Pang. Urzila, delighted to have you back with us.
Thank you.
You've just wrapped up a big tour of the US and Canada.
Yes.
What was the highlight?
I think the highlight was them losing my bag going there and losing my bag coming back.
Wow.
Because as everyone knows, it's the only time you ever buy new undies, when you don't have them. So, got some brand new ones on right now, which I'm happy to show you guys.
We'll take you at your word there. Thanks, Ursh. We were following your travels online. A few shots caught our eye. Here you are, I think, in Toronto?
Yes.
That's
At the Winter Garden. That's the craziest venue I've ever played at. It's beautiful and huge. 2 things that Sam's never heard in a sentence used before.
That didn't take long. Why would you attack me straight away?
What would be the capacity at that venue, Urzila?
I don't know, 1,000, 1,200?
Wow.
I don't know.
Looks packed out. Hey, you got to hang out with some interesting fans, including former Prime Minister of New Zealand, indeed.
Did you organise this, or did you just run into the former Prime Minister?
We organised that. We had breakfast because she was coming. She was trailing me a day behind the whole time.
Wow. But Guy, you're also a very well-known New Zealand comic. Have you ever had breakfast with the former Prime Minister?
No.
Hey, great to see you again, Guy, and congratulations on the Logie nomination. It's Best New Talent. What? It's the prestigious Graham Kennedy Award. Are you familiar with Graham's work?
Yeah, he's a huge inspiration to people whose first name starts with G and last name ends with Y.
OK, yes.
He showed me it was possible.
Absolutely. Well, that's very exciting. Now, Sam, as a fellow TV host, did you reach out to Guy when he got the nomination?
I'm pretty sure I sent him a congratulatory text message.
Nice. Did you get a text from Sam?
I did get a text from Sam. It said,
it's great news.
My sincere congratulations and what a damning indictment on the state of local television.
Guy, this article from New Zealand caught our eye. Guy Montgomery is a big deal in Australia. Define big deal.
A big deal is someone who gets to write their own headlines for New Zealand.
And you've done it beautifully. Great to see you again, Kitty. And big news this week. The project, of course, coming to an end after 16 years. You were there at the very beginning.
I was there at the very beginning, one of the first cast.
Was it the pilot you actually did?
I did the pilot and then, came on as a Metro whipper.
Did you ever think the show would run so long?
No, I thought we'd be cancelled a couple of times due to me. There've been a few incidents.
There was one in particular where the show did come very close to being cancelled. For those who might not remember.
We're joined now by the Oracle on everything, Kitty Flanagan. Now, Kitty, should I be worried about my job?
Well, if you keep calling me Clitty, you should.
Beautifully done. You're powered on. Now, Kitty, congratulations. Another few Logie nominations. You're up for the Best Actress in a Comedy and Best Comedy for Fifth. So this could be your 4th silver Logie.
Well, I mean, that would be nice, but we've never actually won for Fisk, so that would be nicer.
Even nice to have the show. And you'll be at the award ceremony this year?
Yeah, sure will. I'm going to be heckling Sam.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
All right, we should get into some questions. So how about hands-on buzzers? Opposition leader Susan Lee this week said the Liberal Party needed more what? Kitty?
Cowbell?
Interesting call. Not what she... Ed?
I think she said more women. Barnaby's run out.
No, well, it's... take the first part. Yes, Sam?
Tommy, you were telling me during the week this was this was another example of political correctness gone mad.
Tom, why do you keep telling him this stuff? He's going to say it on air. When are you going to learn? These aren't private conversations.
You'd think I would learn. All right, moving on. It was described as a $1 million waste of ABC money. I'm, of course, referring to... Sam?
It was the ABC, and it was their ridiculous obsession with spelling bees.
Yes.
They're back for a very successful second series. Kitty?
No, I think it was Jemima's sexual harassment case.
Not related to Play School. Ed?
$1 million in legal fees, and they lost to for Antoinette, the two for an unfair dismissal
Yes.
claim, and they lost. They should have got the lawyers from Fisk.
And they could have cleaned up points. Yours. To Washington now.
Trump did something on television that no US president has ever done.
What did Trump do? Kitty?
The Apprentice?
Technically, she's right, but more this week, I need Guy.
No, he said the word fuck.
Guy, Graham Kennedy would not approve of such a thing.
Well, as Guy has more than demonstrated, he dropped the F-bomb. Take a look.
They've been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Wow.
You understand that?
Yeah, Tommy.
Points to yours,
So
Guy.
presidential.
Interesting statement from President Trump.
There was no moon, there was no light. It was virtually moonless. It was very dark.
What's he talking about, Kitty?
I think he's doing a bit of beat poetry.
I love it. Nice. Guy, what's he talking about?
No, he's actually trying to remember the lyrics to Neil Young's Harvest Moon.
There's a few of them in there, but no, he's talking about a major event from the week. Urzila.
That's a classic prostate exam.
Is-
There's no light.
Yeah, you're circling around it. Ed, help me
I
out.
think they were watching the airstrikes on Iran.
Yes, he's talking about the bombing raid on Iran, Operation Midnight Hammer.
Midnight Hammer, that was it.
Ed, I'll pay that. Well, I think we have a new word of the week.
Daddy.
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 Daddy. Daddy.
Daddy.
Daddy. Daddy.
Why is everyone saying daddy? Kitty?
Is it the past tense of Diddy?
It's...
Here we go.
And he is very much part. Not quite. Anyone know why Daddy's in our...
I've seen the movie too. There's a daycare.
Yes,
that is
it's
opened up.
not Daddy daycare. It's more political than that. Ed,
The head of NATO called Trump Daddy.
take a look.
Then it's easy to stop them.
And that daddy has to sometimes use strong language.
Oh, dear.
Kind of creepy. Well, another week, another missile launch. Yes. What's remarkable about that footage? Guys.
It's the first missile successfully launched into a Windows 95 desktop screensaver.
It is indeed the first missile launch, but I'll need a little bit more, Sam.
That's in Japan.
Yeah.
Oh.
And their whale research has gone...
They've got...
It's out of control.
We're
It's
getting
out of
close.
control.
It's
You
the
can
first
research
missile-
50 whales at once with that.
Urzila.
No, it's the first Japanese missile from Japanese soil.
That is what we're chasing.
But
It's
also,
Urzila.
you can see it's not very big. That's the Timu one, that one.
That's not going to take
I
out.
got 2 last week.
That's not going to take out anything.
Pokemon.
Points to yours, Ursula. Oh, exciting week for Kim Jong-un. He's just attended the opening of what? Ed.
I tell you what, Urzila sells out everywhere.
She does.
Unbelievable. He's saying, please welcome Urzila Carlson.
You play there, the audience is never late. And they're great clappers.
What's Kim Jong-un attending there? It's a huge event
great night.
for North Korea. It's the opening of, Kitty?
Is it Groove in the Moo?
Oh, wow. Flanagan. What? Groove in the mood.
It's not a music
Cultural
festival.
reference, that is.
Not a music festival. It's a Sam.
It was the opening of a beach resort.
And?
Well, and...
Oh, is that?
Well, I was about to say that it looks like fun, but...
What's wrong with it? What's wrong with that?
That photo's called... They're putting the guy back on the slide.
Yeah. Clearly no one wants to ride.
That's one of his uncles.
Coming down. All right, moving on. This photo was released last week to mark what occasion? Kitty.
They're bringing fox hunting back?
Oh, wait, not before time. Not before time.
Finally.
Guy.
No, Will is making one of those hats they put on the guards.
I didn't know that. Urzila.
No, it's his birthday.
Indeed. Hey, we've got to take a break. Back with more. Have you been paying attention? Right after this.
We are taking you on a journey to The Hague, where eyebrows were certainly raised.
He called you Daddy.
Daddy.
Daddy gets worse every time.
Meanwhile, scientists in the UK have discovered
One clear winner.
Pedro Pascal.
They don't know what the they're doing.
We're back to watching Have You Been Paying Attention on 10 and 10 Play. Before we go any further, I have to mention it's Ed Kavalee's birthday today. And, you know, we felt... Sam, could you just pass that to... a little something from the team?
All right, Sam, did you have any part in... Did you know it was my birthday? B, did you have any part in this present?
No and no.
Thank you so much.
But this is, I don't want to give it away, but it's your protein powder. Happy birthday, mate.
Thank you very much.
Seriously,
Well, open it now, Tommy?
Yeah, sure, why not?
All right.
Little...
The Channel 10 budget makes me nervous.
No.
OK.
We could do it.
Yeah. Grant Denny's in here.
OK, well, it's fun. Enjoy it at home, Ed. All right, let's get back into some questions, hands on buzzers. To England now, and what annual event are these people attending? Urzila.
I don't know, but I can smell that photo.
This is day one.
That's a rank
Sam.
That's the UK's hottest day of the year.
Summer guy.
No, that's... what's it called? Groove in the Mood.
Well, the UK version...
They call it Glastonbury.
That is what I'm chasing, the music festival. That was day one. I'm sure day two was better. No, it was a tough festival.
Yeah.
Take a listen to this audio. What is it? God.
It sounds a lot like Real McCoy's Another Night.
God. That is good knowledge. That is a really good song.
He's a rapper.
Another night, another do.
We,
play it again. Play it again. It's a wee...
It does. The start of it. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
I can smell nerd.
Yeah.
Guy, close, but no, Sam.
No, that's actually Hans Zimmer's ringtone.
You're close. It's a ringtone, but
A new ringtone for the iPhone?
Yes.
I know what it's called.
Kitty.
Oh.
It's called Unicorn Orgasm.
Wow.
Is that right? Yeah.
Really?
That's on the card, yeah.
It's not on my card. Ed, points yours. OK, it's time to roll out the red carpet. And tonight's showbiz segment is brought to you by the Mitsubishi Triton. It's Mitsubishi's most capable ute ever. Nothing can frighten a Triton.
Hey.
Yes, Ed.
Where's the little video where you do something fun?
Well, it's Russell Coit's out and about handling the Triton, so, you know, stay out of his path.
Just say you can't be bothered.
Deal or no deal celebrity jackpot kicked off tonight on 10. Of course it did. Who was the big celebrity? Sam.
Give us a hint.
News reading royalty. Guy.
No idea.
OK. Ed.
It was a wonderful episode.
Yes.
And it was Sandra Sully. And her charity was Channel 10.
Well, thank you, Ed. Points yours. Oh, here's a familiar tune. Why was that in the news this week? Urzila.
That's the theme tune for Mission Impossible, and I think the guy who wrote it died.
You have it correct.
At the funeral, the coffin self-destructed.
Wow.
Hope you know that.
Oh, I believe we have some special video quizmasters standing by.
Hi, Tom. Hi, everyone. Scarlett Johansson.
And Jonathan Bailey here.
Our movie hit cinemas this week. It's the 7th instalment of which popular franchise?
7th instalment of which franchise, Sam?
Can I answer a question with a question?
Please.
Are you a little bit excited that Scarlett Johansson said your name?
There's your new ringtone.
I am.
Thank you.
I need to know.
Come on, Kitty the dinosaur one. What's it? It's
Jurassic Park.
Oh, let's see if you're right.
Jurassic Park?
Jurassic World Rebirth. I think Scarlett and Jonathan have another question for us.
In our new film, Jurassic World Rebirth, a new dinosaur is introduced called the D-Rex. What does the D stand for?
Woof.
Kitty, what does the D stand for?
It's a pretty freaky dinosaur. I think it stands for Diddy.
It does not.
Very slippery dinosaur.
It does not. Anyone know what it's the D is?
No, the letter D signifies stability and hard work and structure.
I wasn't asking for a zodiac sign. It was Kitty.
Disco.
Okay.
Distorus.
Oh, stop there, Guy Montgomery, and let's see if you're right.
Distortus. It's like a T-Rex, but bigger.
Guy, points yours.
I just think that's a really stupid name for a dinosaur. That's like dis tortoise, dat tortoise, these tortoises.
It is confusing. Would I be pushing the friendship if we had one more question?
No way, you got 3 questions. I don't have time for your rubbish, Tom.
I believe we have one more question.
In our new movie, Jurassic World Rebirth, a new mutant dinosaur called the D-Rex is featured in the film. It's special for having 6... what?
The D-Rex has 6, Kitty?
Whole inches for the lady dinosaurs.
Let's say limbs. It's got extra limbs.
No way.
Let's see if that's correct.
6 limbs, 2 hind legs, and 4 arms.
Forearms.
That's handy.
Those two, their chemistry is electric, isn't it?
Well, she called me Tom.
Yeah. Tommy's got an extra limb right now, I can tell.
It's called Distortus.
Yeah!
All right.
Got a name.
Oh, it looks like The Voice has a new judge.
Bajillion records sold.
Over 2.5 billion streams.
She is an icon.
Wow. Who's the new judge? Kitty.
Well, I'm going to go off a gajillion records sold.
Yep.
Sister Janet Mead.
Yeah. Look it up at home. She had a hit with our Lord's Prayer back in the mid-70s.
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Who is the big new judge coming to The Voice? It's obviously a singer, sold, as Kitty mentioned, a gajillion records. Guy.
I know this.
Oh, good.
She was my favourite growing up.
Oh.
It's Sporty Spice, Mel C.
Mel C. Why did you like Sporty of all the Spice Girls?
Here we go.
Butch.
I think we all... I had friends and we all got to choose one we liked. And I got Sporty. And there was a flax bush and we'd all run towards the flax bush and take turns humping it from memory. And you'd shout the name of your Spice Girl on the way to the... This is all coming to me in real time. It's not important, it's her.
No, if you win a Logie, please do that.
Please acknowledge the bush.
Here's something you'll never hear for the rest of the night, but please, Guy, tell me more.
We do need to take a break. Back with our special guest, just right after this. And it's time to meet our special guest quizmaster. She's just flown in from the UK where she was playing the lead in the smash hit musical Here You Come Again. I'm sensing a bit of Dolly Parton. Please welcome Tricia Paoluccio. And it's Dolly.
Hi.
Hello, Tricia or Dolly. We've got a bit of both.
Well, I'll be Tricia first, but I think Dolly's a little bit more fun.
We'll
we'll
go both ways. First time in Australia?
First time in here. Oh, I love it. I love your beautiful country.
It's very kind. That's a hell of a flight from England. How's the jet lag
It really
going?
is. It took me a couple of days to recover, but I made it.
Tell us about Here You Come Again. The idea started in lockdown?
It did. always loved Dolly Parton and been singing her music since I was 6 years old, and I always wanted to do something with that ability. And we got a grant to write a 2-person show. So we wrote it about Kevin, a comedian. Maybe some of these people could play Kevin someday.
Oh, Molly.
But it's about a man in lockdown, in isolation, who's lost his job, his partner, everything. He's at the end of his rope. And Dolly comes to life through a poster and basically helps him in his time of need. And it's a beautiful little comedy and all of her greatest hits. So if you love Dolly Parton, you should come.
Tell me, Tricia, has Dolly seen the show?
Well, she knows all about it because we had asked her permission, so she saw a Zoom reading of it and heard recordings of me, and she gave me permission to play her and loved it and loved the show and gave us the worldwide ground rights to all of her music.
Wow.
So we are so excited to bring it here, and we've tailored it for Australian audiences. So I think it'll be very relatable for you, and I'm sure you'll love it.
Now, the show is packed, as you say, with just about every great Dolly Parton hit.
yes.
Do you have a personal favourite?
Oh, well, I love singing I Will Always Love You and Here You Come Again and Jolene and Islands in the Stream, whatever you want. We have it.
Any chance of a few bars of your favourite Dolly Parton song?
Well, I was looking at Kitty here and her beautiful red hair. Your beauty is beyond compare with... Yeah, pump them up now. Your beauty is beyond compare with flaming locks of auburn hair, with ivory skin and eyes of emerald green.
Kitty, how did it feel?
Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Back at you.
Let's get back to Here You Come Again.
Okay.
It premiered in Delaware. It's been right across the UK. Have you had to change the script for Australian audiences?
Oh, yes, yes. We've changed it to tailor it for you. So I'm eating lamingtons over here and Rizzols. Rizzols? And of course, Dolly's struggling with your accent. I mean, it's kind of hard.
It's a
very tough accent.
Right. I tell you, this tableau's got real Bezos Sanchez vibes today.
We did sign a prenup before the show. I assume this is not how you normally get around and day to day.
No. I'm such a plain Jane in real life, and when I leave the theatre, no one ever recognises me. They think I'm like an usher, you know. So, but it's much more fun to be dressed up like.
So what is the process for transforming into Dolly?
Well, there's a little bit of, smoke and mirrors. Of course, and a little bit of foam. But Dolly has the same amount of help, so I don't feel that guilty about it, don't you think?
Sam hosts our version of the Emmys here. It's called the Logies.
Yes.
And I know that... What is your process for you getting ready?
Very similar.
It's mainly sobering up in the garage floor.
Was there any Dolly Parton song that you just couldn't weave into the narrative?
Oh, well, we almost didn't have Jolene in the show, but we tucked it in somehow. But no, I mean, we have beautiful array of all the favorites.
Is it true that she wrote I Will Always Love You and Jolene in one night?
Yes, it's true.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing?
Is incredible.
Really?
And a lot of younger people don't even know that she wrote I Will Always Love You because they think that was just a Whitney Houston
Tricia, do you think those songs would have been better if she'd taken more time?
How dare you?
I'm being a little bit sacrilegious to my Dolly Parton.
Feels rushed.
Interesting.
Here's an idea, do a second draft.
I'll get back to Dolly and tell her.
Yeah, let her know. All right, Tricia has kindly agreed to ask you 5 some questions, so let's grab the...
Let's see
can we
how
have the first question as Dolly?
Dolly Parton has announced she'll be doing what for the first time in 32 years?
Kitty.
Working 9 to 12.
She needs
a break.
Still working, but working where, Urzila?
I'm not going to sit here and pretend I don't follow her on TikTok. She's doing shows in Las Vegas.
She's right.
Got the residency.
6 shows in December. Yep.
Urzila, points are yours. Next question, please.
The latest issue of Vanity Fair is out. Who does everybody want a piece of?
Kitty.
I think that's the new Pope.
Leo, very popular. Who's on the front cover of Vanity Fair that we want a piece of? Sam.
I'm a big Vanity Fair reader.
Are you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Vanity?
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair.
Vanity Fair. And that is Pedro Pascal.
Yes, he's correct.
Follow-up question. Who is Pedro Pascal? Who's Pedro?
Well, he was in The Mandalorian, but also he's in, is it The Last of Us?
Yeah, Last
Yeah,
of Us.
and why am I giving his CV?
He's an Avenger, isn't he, or something?
He's in
Fantastic Four. He's in Fantastic Four.
He's in The Materialists. He's probably somewhere asking who's Tom Gleisner right now.
Right, we do need to move on. Next question.
Tom Cruise joined Brad Pitt on the red carpet in London. What's unusual about that photo?
Ursula.
There was seconds before they just leaned in and...
Possibly, but not the answer we got. Guy.
No, they photoshopped me out.
How could they, Guy? Ursula.
Is it the first time in years they've been photographed together?
Ursula knows all the right answers. She's very good at it.
All right, moving on.
Okay. King Charles and the Avengers. What's the connection this week?
Ursula.
None of them are Harry's real dad.
Probably true. Probably true. Not the answer we got here, Ursula. Yeah, well, it's been said. What's the connection, Ed?
They're filming the new Avengers movie in is it Windsor Castle, Buckingham Palace.
That's right, Windsor Castle.
Windsor
Got
Castle.
it.
They have to escape from Andrew's room, apparently. It's very
There we go.
Tricia.
Okay, now, huge news from fashion icon Anna Wintour. What has she announced?
Guy.
Oh, in just 2 months, it will be Anna Spring.
Is not the answer we
5
have.
months, it will be Anna Summer. And
Thank you.
summer will
Let
continue.
him finish.
We follow that seasonal trend. What, Kitty?
It is actually a wig.
There, you've heard it here first. But more in her career, Sam?
Pregnant?
Not the answer we got here, Ursula.
She's retiring after 150 years.
Once again, Ursula knows
She
the
knows
answer.
the stuff. The correct answer is?
She's stepping down as editor-in-chief of US Vogue.
Indeed, Ursula has the point. We've got to take a break. Best of luck with the show. You can catch Here You Come Again in Melbourne from July 12th, then all around the country. Would you please thank Tricia Paoluccio? Individually to the test. Last Saturday was, of course,
National Piercing Day.
National Piercing Day.
National Piercing Day.
Yep, you heard right.
Oh, my God.
Yes, it was National Piercing Day. So we've come up with this specially themed challenge called Yes, This. Yeah, thank you. You won't be clapping later. The rules are simple. We'll show you each a clue relating to the art of body modification. And you answer a question. Who should we start with?
Clitty.
Yeah, all right, let's start with Kitty. I'm going to start with a celebrity piercing. Take a look at this perforated ear. And can you tell us who it belongs to?
Ooh. Is that Rihanna?
Well, you're not a million miles away. I'm going to give you some clues. We're, of course, looking at 2 helix rings, both a tragus and a conch starred and multiple lobe rings. You've seen her tonight.
Oh, is? That's right.
It's when I say seen her, not in the studio, but she's been part of the show. Famous person. Once married to Ryan Reynolds.
Brad Pitt?
What else can I tell you?
I can't understand a word you're saying. It's very difficult.
Oh, no, she's made some movies. You would have enjoyed her in Lost in Translation. Maybe Black Widow in Avengers.
I don't know, Tom.
Have you not seen Lost in Translation with Bill Murray?
It's not Bill Murray. I know it's not Bill Murray.
It's, okay, first name begins with
Escargot.
I've done all I can. Sadly, it's actually Scarlett Johansson, who's a big piercing advocate.
If
Sorry.
you'd stepped out and I'd seen your erection, I would have got it.
Sorry, Kitty, cannot give you the
He's
points.
actually got a chain from his ear that links to it. So.
Sam, check out this record-holding body modification enthusiast.
My name is Rolf. I'm from Germany. And I'm 62 years old. I'm the most pierced man in the world. I have a lot of implants. You can see it here on the arm. In my finger I have magnets. That's the question that people ask in every language.
Sam, what is the question everyone asks Rolf?
I don't know. Old German men, they, you know. It's not my, you know.
He's 60. I'm 62. We're the same age.
And you look very similar at the moment, too. No.
You see this guy walking down the street and you go,
Rolf, I know you're a 62-year-old man, you've got a lot of piercings. Tomato sauce, in the fridge or pantry?
I don't think you're not taking Pierce this seriously.
How can I take it seriously? You look like an idiot.
All right, are we going to lock that answer in?
No.
Do you keep tomato sauce?
No. I would say that they ask Rolf, when you go through airport security, does it go off?
OK,
yeah.
a reasonable question. Let's find out.
Doesn't it hurt?
Does it hurt is the question everyone wants to know from Rolf. Guy Montgomery, if I was to get a vertical Medusa, where would it be?
Vertical Medusa. What do we know about Medusa? Snakes for hair?
Yes, it's got a snake theme. You want some clues?
Yeah, of course.
It's sometimes referred to as a jetstrom, and it... Does that help?
Not yet.
OK. It includes an entry point in the philtrum.
Whoa. I'm going to say... Because if you look at her, you turn to stone is the other thing. It's the eyes and the hair. I'm going to go with something to do around the eyes.
I like it.
Nice. All right. Unfortunately, it's actually the
Can you
lip.
come in for a steal?
Yeah, steal it.
Oh, I've already given the answer. So what were you going to say?
Through the philtrum.
Sorry, I can't believe it. We haven't got a single answer. If we don't lift, Pierce this will never be heard again.
Is you putting this on your way of disguising the fact you've had a stroke?
Urzila?
Yes?
Here's some advice from an online influencer for the newly punctured.
Just got pierced? Here are 5 things not to do with a fresh piercing. 1, don't touch it at all, especially with unwashed hands. 2, don't twist it. There's a misconception that you have to twist the jewelry so it doesn't get stuck in your skin. Yeah, don't do that. 3, don't sleep directly on it. It'll make your healing process longer. 4, don't pick off the crusties. The crusties will fall off on their own during cleaning. Just leave them alone. 5, don't.
What's the 5th thing not to do with a fresh piercing?
So I'm still on the crusties.
OK, yeah. She said, don't touch it, don't twist it, don't sleep on it, don't pick at it, and don't...
Well, that's sort of all of it. The scratching, the picking. So would this be the tucking? Don't tuck at it, don't pull at it.
There we go.
Don't lick it.
Don't lick it, Tom.
I'm going to lock in, don't lick it.
Let's take a look.
Don't change out the jewelry. Wait until your piercing is fully healed to change the jewelry.
Well, I always change my piercings with my tongue, so that...
Sorry, Urzila. Ed, take a look at this scene from the latest instalment in the Final Destination film franchise.
I'm with you. Hey, I can't give you that. Hey!
Please!
Bobby, this is all part of the plan. Just calm down.
Bobby, in the wheelchair. This is the only way we can do this.
Ed, what happens next?
Shut up. Well, firstly, I think those are the new metal detectors Trump put in US airports to catch people. What happens next? If we keep it up any longer, Guy is actually either going to pass out or throw up. I'm having a great time. All right, so all of these piercings, there's a giant magnet. The downstairs, the Prince Albert, which I've just got for my birthday.
Okay.
I'll tell you, those crusties. So they, I reckon it flies out downstairs and he dies. It has to be Tom.
Let's see if you're right. Points are Ed, and all too soon that brings us to the end of... Here's this. Back with more. Have you been paying attention? Right after this. On buzzers. Oh, another week, another TikTok trend.
Apparently it's now called the fridge cigarette.
What? is a fridge cigarette? Guy.
It's the new Winnie Blue flavoured gelato.
No, it's actually...
It's a good idea.
Cigarette's actually a little bit of a misdirect, to be honest. Ed.
Isn't it just a Diet Coke from the fridge?
But specifically, when do you...
Oh, when you're having a break from work.
That's it. Taking a break to drink a can or something. Ed, points are yours. Meet Alaskan brown bear Tundra. He's the first bear to undergo what surgery? Kitty.
Colour reassignment. He's a black bear
Very
now.
happy with his colour. But what's Tundra had done? Ursula?
Yeah, he's had dental work done.
He had a root canal, apparently, Ursula, and the largest dental canal ever created.
Wow. He's going to put out an album soon.
Why wouldn't you? A bizarre moment in the Irish Parliament.
This week, a young Norwegian tourist detained by ICE at Newark Airport and sent back to Oslo. Why? He had this meme on his phone, Minister.
Wow, what meme got that Norwegian deported from the US? Guy.
Elon Musk.
You're close. It was another Republican luminary. Guy.
Was it a meme of... And it's one of the Republican alumni, J.D. Vance.
Oh, Ursula might have... Guy might have just... It's a picture of J.D. Vance as a baby. Guy, I'm going to give you the points. All right, let's pull on the activewear for a bit of this. And tonight's sports segment is brought to you by My Car. Get the care you deserve at My Car Tyre and Auto. People first. Oh, big win for the Matildas. Who did they defeat on Thursday night? Kitty.
Bathurst under 12s.
It's no, very prestigious, well, relatively tough competition. Internationals. Ed.
Our traditional rivals, Slovenia.
Yes, indeed. And they also, of course, went head-to-head last night. Well, exciting news for Sam Kerr. She's been spotted doing what? Guy.
Hailing a taxi.
No, more Ubers these days. Ursula.
Training.
Yes, running, in fact, at a training camp because she's had the knee issues for quite some time. Australian runner Gout has made history in his first senior European competition. What's he done? Kitty.
Punched himself in both ears.
Did not involve punching, involved running. Sam.
He broke his own 200-metre record.
Yes.
And I only know this because I keep a keen eye on Gout.
Do you?
Because it is mind-blowing to me that there is a runner called Gout. That'd be like having a swimmer called Drown. It's extraordinary.
You make a good point. 20.02 seconds. To a local footy game in Victoria. We'll stop it there and I'll ask what happens next. Guy.
Someone gets to go like this.
Actually didn't, neither a goal or a point. What happens, Ursula?
No, I know. He kicks that ball and then a bird gets it in the head.
It was a seagull. Would you like to see this?
I'd love to see it.
All right, let's take a look. Don't worry, the ball was fine. The life of which Aussie sporting legend is set to be celebrated in a new ABC mini-series? Sam.
Yvonne Goolagong.
Yes, indeed. It's going to be played by Chris Lilly, but it's going to be a great show. Look out for that one.
He'll hit the tone just right.
All right, moving on. Big week for 18-year-old Cooper Flagg. What did he score this week? Guy.
First draft pick in the NBA.
Yes, indeed. And ESPN's coverage of the draft was excellent.
You're looking at Cooper Flagg, and in just over an hour from now, that is not Cooper Flagg at all, actually. That is quite famously Ace Bailey. There's Cooper Flagg. I was going to say a lot of... No, that's not him either.
They got to him eventually.
You know, all three of those people were Chris Lilly?
Points to yours, Guy. Meet US hurdler Chris Robinson. Why has he gone viral this week? Ursula.
I may have seen this.
What are you looking at online?
Well, you have to do quite a bit of that to get to it. He was running hurdles and then his situation popped out.
No.
On the side. Yeah, he tried to cover it, but still ran and still won.
Get out of it.
Yeah.
Don't
yes.
say it.
Ursula is referring to a wardrobe malfunction.
Oh,
look away now.
Oh, no.
A problem that does emerge occasionally. Various parts of their equipment failure can make it very, very awkward.
And Tom, he actually killed a seagull with it.
He was using it as a rudder to help decide which direction he was running.
I have the uncut version.
Oh, we'll look at that one later. We've got to take a break. Back with our winner right after this. And tonight's Rapid Recall is once again proudly brought to you by our very good friends at Huey. You haven't shopped around until you've tried Huey. Start that clock. This dress fetched $800,000 at auction. Why was it so expensive, Kitty?
Tariffs.
Yeah, well, they definitely bumping things up. But no, it belonged to someone famous, very famous.
Princess Diana?
It was indeed Princess Diana's. Well, it's finally been made official. Hugh Jackman is... Ursula?
A bastard.
Well, because what happened this week?
Hugh Jackman's single.
Yes, his divorce was finalised. The term gunzel has just been added to the Oxford English Dictionary. What's a gunzel? Kitty?
I don't know, but when the sun's out, gunzels are out.
So it should be... anyone know? Sam?
Is it a distant relative of Rapunzel?
No, it's someone who loves... It's someone who loves... It's late, Sam. Stay with it. Guy.
It's someone who loves trains.
Yeah, like a train spotter. I don't know where it came
What,
from.
don't we just call them nerds anymore?
Yeah, well, we do. Points yours, Guy. The Washington Monument was closed for 2 days last week due to what? Guy.
Erectile dysfunction.
it can happen. Ursula.
Extreme heat?
Yes, indeed, across a lot of the USA, the heat dome. Neil Young refused to do what at Glastonbury on the weekend? Kitty.
Sit through Rod Stewart's set. I'll be off.
It wasn't great, but no, he was surprised.
I think he said like a live stream?
Yes, he's not into live streams. Wow, why is this New Zealand ad making headlines?
Are you joking?
It's Sam.
If they need an ambassador, I've got two options right here on the panel.
Why is it in the news?
You know, I did say no to this ad.
Oh,
wow. Really?
Deadly serious, yeah, but it's won an award.
Yes.
What's it for?
It's
It's for herpes.
Yeah. So it's a viral campaign, but it's come on. It's Guy, you've got it. It won top prize at the Cannes advertising.
Hang on. In the ad, did you have?
They got former All Blacks coach Graham Henry to be the face of the ad. But when I got the email, it just said, "Hey, Guy, I've thought of a great campaign for you. Do you want to be the face of herpes?"
A guy puts this. Dukes of Hazzard fans got some sad news on Friday. What was it?
Come on, Sam. This is your
area,
mate.
No way.
No, they're doing a remake, but with a Tesla.
Is that right? Oh, what a great...
Come on, Sam. This is your era, mate.
Exactly.
You can name every one of those people.
No, other than Boss Hogg, I can't name anyone else.
Well, then it was Deputy Cletus Hogg apparently passed away, so points of mine. Name the comedy icon who just turned 99. Ursula.
Jesus, I'm sorry, Tom. Shall we sing for
No, it's Thank you for the icon accolade. No, American Sam.
Barbara Feldon.
That's a record.
No?
Gets 99 from Get Smart. Guy, who was it?
Mel Brooks.
Indeed, thank you, Guy. John Travolta, amazing. Oh, and we're out of time. Let's check that final leaderboard. And our winner is Urzila Carlson. Congratulations to our winner. Thanks to everyone for being part of the show tonight. We'll leave you with a reminder of the need to pay attention to your pronunciation when being interviewed on live TV.
The operation that you ran will go down in the annals of American history.
I think we know what he's talking about. Good night, Australia. See you all next week.
Next Monday, sink your teeth into a night of big laughs when Celia, Daniel and Bron join Tony and Ed on Have You Been Paying Attention?
Watch and stream free.